Welcome to today's video where we are starting off in the merch room, and that is because from 3 hours after this video goes live, the new merch will drop and be available to all of you. Shirts like this brand new Function Over Form one, the Save the Legends Evo shirt, the Skyline 33.4 shirt, and the Yada shirt. And I want to show you guys, we literally have limited stock in each design, so make sure you jump on it and don't miss out when everything goes live. I would hate it if one of you guys that really wants to support the channel and wants a shirt would miss out. The link will be down in the description, but it is just SAMMIT.net, and I'm super excited to see you guys starting to rep this stuff. But I need to finish counting everything and updating the website to make sure we have no problems there with stock quantity. But what we're going to be doing now is we're going to go ahead and check out a new potential shop that we need to go look in person with a real estate agent and stuff and see if it's going to meet our requirements. I'm kind of hopeful about this one, but we will see. So let's jump in the car and go do that. So we've just arrived at this shed that we're potentially looking at for being the new shop. And I know it doesn't look like much, but trust me, on the inside, it is, I'm gonna say, pretty much perfect for what I need. This building actually used to be used for like an automotive body workshop, I believe. So there's actually a lot of air compressor lines and stuff running around the place, and there's even an old paint booth here. Now, what we're gonna end up doing is actually tearing down this top mezzanine floor section, this center wall here. Actually, the owner may even do it for us for free. But all of that's gonna go, and this is gonna turn into open space, and this is where I would like to envision like a hoist would go and stuff like that. And there is all this other space here where Jeff will be able to store his cars. So like, what it is this whole bottom section is about 145 square meters, which is perfect. If I have a hoist here, I can have a car there and then 2 more behind here. And Jeff will be able to store at least 4 to even maybe 5 cars here. And like I said, like, it's already got the air compressor piping and stuff everywhere, piped around the entire facility, like the workshop. There's even another couple points here. It's already got the 3-phase power outlets everywhere for hoists and any other machinery kind of stuff. This is very, very cool. Like, even on this side, all the air stuff is piped too. They've got the shed outside for the air compressor and everything. Like, this is, and it is in our price point too. So you can see this is what it is here. This is where like you'd put your air compressor and everything. Yeah. And there's all the piping for it. For gas as well. Very cool. And it has an upstairs section which we can turn into our office, which has got me even more pumped. So, oh boy. Let's get up here. I want to take a quick moment to tell you about today's video sponsor, which is Dafsky. And if you don't know what Dafsky is, let me show you. This is Dafsky. They're an online store, and they solely focus on selling only the sickest air fresheners. Not only do they smell great, they last long, and they have so many really cool designs. I think what's really epic though is that they focus heavily on the Japanese JDM car community. So you can see here they've got a bunch of different Japanese ones there, but right now they have a ton of limited edition air fresheners available that are, obviously they're limited, so they're only going to be available on their site for a limited time. I know I'm saying limited a lot, but definitely go check them out. You get a Pokemon ball, the little cat, the mushroom, the taco, melon-chan, and a couple other bobble ones, a little Shiba dog, Japanese flag, US flag, as well as you can't go wrong with their original Ice Pop series as well. So guys, definitely head to dafsky.com and get yourself a bunch of air fresheners so the next time you jump your car, it's gonna smell fresh. As well guys, make sure you support the companies that support me, and thank you Dafsky for sponsoring this video. And here we go, upstairs section, which will turn into like an office kind of merch room. We definitely need to think about upgrading the air cons and stuff, and oh, that's cool. This is an oil brand. I'm sure you guys know Total. There's an old flag here for it. So sick. But yeah, this is potentially going to end up being the new shop. So I'm really excited, but I can't get my hopes up super crazy, because in Japan, it's not as simple as just putting a deposit and saying we're taking it. You have to put in an application, and the owner has to say yes to you and choose you. I kind of like, I wish there was a way we could keep the mezz floor, just because I know like storing parts and stuff up there would be beneficial. So we may try to, maybe in the future after this all gets teared down, we might actually end up building something here next to this staircase, just so like we've got a little bit of storage up the top here. But until we sort that out, or maybe we just take down only one side of the mezz floor where my hoist is going to go, and then we can keep this side here or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but so much potential. And like I was saying, in Japan with rental properties and stuff like that, is we're going to put in an application as fast as possible, get it in front of the owner, and if the owner says yes, then we're all good to go ahead. We've given him dates and everything when we want to be moved in by. I'm ready to put money on and a deposit and stuff so we can try to lock it in, but we got to wait for that owner to say, yes, I want these guys in my building. It's kind of weird, but it's just how it is here in Japan. And hopefully no one else puts an application in, because if he does get like 3 or 4 applications, he looks at all of them and picks the one that is his favorite. But yeah, this is perfect. And this is, by the way, guys, this is cheaper, like thousands of dollars cheaper than that tiny other place we looked at. And this is huge. So hopefully everything goes according to plan. I'm so excited. One thing I want to show you too is we'll have to upgrade this toilet, but this is the toilet. It's old school Japanese squatting one, so we'll definitely have to fix that up. But this place is pretty much perfect. I'm pretty hyped. One other thing that I guess could be a concern is the driveway. If any of my friends come to get their cars worked on and stuff and they're super low, but it's really not too steep or that bad. I think if you took it on the angle like my Skyline's at now, you'll be able to get up no problem. And we can always make like another one of these that's less of an angle and stuff that comes further down. It's not a big deal, something we could fix. But honestly, all my cars are Ebisu spec. I never am for slam cars, so it'll never be a problem for me. So what do you think, Jeff? You excited?
It's good, man. It's
dude,
good.
We were so worried because like you called me like 30 minutes before I was about to leave. I'm like, dude, this place may not be worth looking at because we thought the roof height was super low. Yeah. But this is literally bang on.
Yeah, it's got the height just enough of an area that we can use for lift, and everything's all good. So yeah.
This is going to be great. It's nice LED lighting in here. You're sick. So back in the Skyline, and I'm going to go get something to eat at McDonald's of all places. But the real estate agent called right away and put our application in, and he just heard back that unfortunately there are 2 more other applications in. So there are 3 applications in for that building, and I am praying that the owner picks us, because that location, that space, there's so many things about it that tick the box for me, and there's really nothing there that's a problem for me. It's like I could literally go in there and start using it right away if I wanted to and not have any problems. So I hope things go through and the owner picks our application out of everyone. Oh boy, I'm excited. I'm sure you guys are too, because that means we can finally start tearing into the Evo if we get that place and stuff. Speaking of Evos, is that an Evo 2 right there? Hell yeah, that's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna focus on driving. We're gonna get to McDonald's, and then later on tonight, I wanna swing by Daikoku PA. Even though it's wet and cold and stuff, it's always good to still see who shows up for those kinds of meets and stuff like that. They're normally the hardcore real races, so you normally see some cool cars. Just pulling into Daikoku PA right now. I also got the laptop open because we got some more revisions from Darren, so I'll be doing some testing later on. And there's a pretty decent amount of people still here. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't this awesome? It's wet, it's raining, it's cold, but that does not stop these guys from coming out and hanging out with their friends. I love that. There's a really nice Mark II there. A really clean GTT 34. Nice. Oh, I'm pumped. Look at that nice little NA there. Oh boy. Hell yeah. Oh man, so many cool Miatas out today. Sorry, Roadsters out today. See if there's any friends here. So unfortunately, a little bit of bad news with the Skyline as well. On the drive here, I was noticing my voltage was dropping a lot when pulling up at lights. And I just did some testing, and it seems that, I don't know if the regulator or the alternator itself is dead, and I popped the hood and you could just smell this like really weird burning smell coming from the alternator. So I think it's pretty safe to say the alternator's kind of burnt itself out, which sucks because that's kind of a fairly new alternator. I replaced that maybe 2 years ago now. But yeah, unfortunately it does kind of still put some charge in it, but only at about 3,000 RPM. Hopefully it's enough and it'll get me home on the highway. Worst case scenario, I do have a jump pack, so we should be okay. But anyways, that aside, skyline problems, we don't need any of that tonight. Let's just look at these really cool Miatas. It seems like the whole club's out, which is sick. These are obviously, I know they're called Roadsters in Japan, or MX-5s in Australia and everywhere else in the world, but they're all the same car, just different model names. The only difference for Miata and Roadster and MX-5 is whether or not the steering wheel is on one side or not. But these are cool. I love this like Kermit the Frog green one. That's cool. This thing is slammed on the ground. I wonder if that's static. I might try and find that owner later and ask him because I'm genuinely curious. It's cool, man. This one's interesting. This front bar I've never seen before. It almost makes it look a little bit like a GTO with that style. It's cool though. I like it. A lot of guys getting on the new MB wagon. Oh, how did we, sorry, the ND. How did we miss this NB over here with the Tusha? I have no idea, but this thing's clean. Very well done. Little TEs too. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Simple. Nothing lewd or anything like that. Just a cute girl on the side. Not bad. I don't know. That black ND looks sexy with all the mist and the water coming off it. That aero kit's kind of nice too. What is that? That is not OEM. That looks cool. On TEs too, I just noticed. That's sick, man. I'm a sucker for this one here. I don't like the tan interior, but I love that purpley kind of maroon color. Really, really like that model. And then of course the all white with the hard top. Classic. On one ton of bears too by the looks of it. Not too bad. It's a nice little purple one over there as well. And then let's walk up this end. We got an S15. It's a 33 up in the back corner. There's a Rexy here. It's like purple and white. I don't mind this purple. This kind of faded watercolor purple. It's kind of cool. Not too bad. 33. Oh, we see this a lot. This one's always here. 4-door, very clean. Got a Mini. I don't think I've ever highlighted those out before. This thing's clean. Loving the RGD3s on this car, on the SDI. Oh my gosh, what is going on there? What's that? Did that Aldi leave? Oh, it did. Damn it. There was one there before. It literally was sitting on the ground. It was bagged, aired all the way out. JZX 100, CR Kais, of course. It's like the wheel you have to have if you own a JZX. Got a nice 350Z here. We've had a lot of Z content recently, haven't we? Last couple of days, all Z orientated. This one's nice on TEs. Brembo, it's got to be the track edition with those Brembo brakes, I'm assuming. See those Boso pipes coming out the back of that hatchback? A lot of Onikan. This thing's clean, man. 34 GTT on Yokohama Advent RS2 wheels. Very nice. This is clean. Hopefully we can get another GTT soon, guys. We need one. Very nice. RX-8, 350, all matte black, not too bad. USDI, 8.6. And then we're kind of rolling around. So this is what I'm, dude, these tries. What is with tri wheels, man? The tri spokes always get me. This thing is sick. That is awesome. Don't mind it at all. Very cool. Very nostalgic. This thing is sick. Tons of camber in the rear. That's cool. I dig that. Definitely probably would not have one of those myself, but Workmeisters on this 8.6 are fire. Find a car that find a car for me, guys, that Workmeisters don't look good on. Yo, this rear tail light conversion's cool. Look at that. Very cool. What's that sticker say? B7 Roadster. So I don't know my Roadsters too much, but what's a B7 Roadster? Please educate me. Damn, this thing is like properly caged out. Roll bar, it's got a harness bar in there as well. It's got one of those Aoba-Ku flashing purple lights. Very cool. The hard top, the purple paint, everything about this is sick. He's got the old school mirrors on this as well. This is a really cool NA. I love it. Good wheel choice too, period correct. Yeah, that's sick. And then like the little ducktail as well. Yeah, this is nice. And like it has over fenders on there too, but you don't really see, like, notice it too well. I think that's more so there just for his wheel fitment, obviously, so that he doesn't get bothered by the shucken police. Something I actually want someone to answer for me is, why is it that out of every single Miata or Roadster or MX-5 that Mazda made, that I can only fit in the NA one in factory condition, like the factory seats and all of that? If I try and sit in an NB, an ND, or an NC, I don't fit in them. Like, my head hits the roof. Why is it on the NAs I actually fit in them? Kind of. I mean, you know, you got to put an aftermarket wheel in, but like even with the factory wheel, I can still drive it. You know what I mean? More and more Roadsters just keep appearing. I love this. Even on a cold, wet, rainy, miserable day like today, a whole bunch of people that love one particular type of car can all still rock up and have a good time, and not do stupid stuff like burnouts and smash the limiter and get the police all involved, which is literally in that building right there. Nice 350 there too. That's the first NC that I think I've seen here tonight. Everything else is NB, NA, or ND. You can really tell which one's the ugly duckling. NCs don't get enough credit, they really don't. I really wanted to stick around a lot longer tonight, but I think it's a wise idea to try and get home as soon as I can, just in case I do have any problems with the Skyline and the Alternator on the way home. Just with like emergency towing and stuff like that, it's normally better to be earlier in the evening than later, if that makes sense. So let's try and get home. Hopefully we don't have any problems and the Alternator holds out. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we do have a problem, but I can hook the jump pack up and at least use that to get me at least a good like 20 kilometers, 15 to 20 kilometers home. That thing will last at least. I've done it before, so after I disconnected all the extra accessories and stuff that were drawing power, when I sit at the lights, it kind of sits at like 13.4, 13.5 and slowly goes down the longer I'm sitting at the lights. So it seems like the alternator is kind of holding together right now without such a big draw on it. And sometimes if I see it drooping down too much into the 11 volt range, I just turn my headlights off while I'm sitting at the lights. But yeah, there's definitely something funky going on with the alternator. I'd say it's just, I don't know. I was pretty certain I bought a brand new one, but now something tells me that maybe it was through Yahoo Auctions in a second-hand one. So I don't know, I'll have to check. But either way, it's just an alternator and it's fairly cheap and easy to replace, so not a big deal. So I successfully got home without any major problems, but the alternator was definitely doing some weird things. I think it's like overheating and then shutting off and then coming back on again and overheating and just repeating that cycle. And the like burning electrical smell coming from it is kind of a little bit, how you going? So what I'm gonna do is just order another brand new aftermarket one. I don't want to get a Nissan OEM one because, as you guys know, I'm planning to rebuild the car soon and do a whole bunch of stuff in the engine bay, and the new alternator that I want to get for it is going to be very, very overkill, that can handle multiple high power thermo fans. So I'm just going to get another cheap aftermarket one, throw that on there for now so it still can be used as a daily and stuff. Like, as you guys know, we're not drifting that car whatsoever. The rings are worn, the piston rings are pretty worn and stuff like that, so I don't want to thrash on it too hard, because I'd rather not do any major damage if I can prevent it. So that's my goal there. But anyways, that aside, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm pretty hyped on the potential, you know, might be our new shop kind of thing. I hope the owner picks our application out of the other two, but we will probably find out in a week or so. And hopefully we have some good news and we have a shop to move into. So pretty excited, but also nervous. And if this doesn't go through, that's fine. We'll find another one. So I'm sure we can get into something by the end of this year. That's my goal. So hopefully all the stars align and everything will be good. So thanks for watching, guys. Smash that like button, write us a comment and subscribe. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Peace out. Ciao mata.